It always says going live in a circle. And then I'm like, is it live? I cannot tell. It's live. You guys, I did a poll on my YouTube channel of what time people would like me to go live, and most people said 7:15, and a lot of people said 8. So I went live at like 7:12. Hi, Bree. Hi, Sabrina. Yes, you guys are here. Yes. I'm so digging the bangs. Thank you so much. I love the bangs too. That's so sweet. Oh, Mika. Hi. Monica X. Yes, you guys, you're showing up. It's so great. Yeah, I was like, okay, well, most people say 7 to 8. So most people said 7. So I'll just be like 7:15. I really tried to be like, who's the winner? Hey, already liked. How's it been? It's been a minute. I know. I caught the live. Your survey helped. Good. We click fast. I'm going to say something straight up. Like, I don't have like an agenda with this live in the sense that like, I'm just going to talk to you guys and answer your questions and talk about my life. But like, there's no like, this is a live talking about the Easter, which I could, I'm going to make some Easter eggs, but by myself. But I was like, should I do that live? But the truth is, I can't like jump between like boiling water and then like making the eggs and then like, I don't know. I just decided I'd rather just talk to you guys. I'm so happy you got the notification that you came over. So where have I been? I know. So I've been trying to somewhat consistently review Bridezillas, and I still have the review from last week that I have to edit, and it's on tonight. Okay, here I am. I'm gonna be honest, I'm over Bridezillas. I'm just like, it's every episode is just like fake bad behavior, and I'm just kind of like, oh, it's just not fun. You voted for 9. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, everyone was all over the place. So we love, and a Costco contraption update. How's your skin? It looks great. Costco contraption. You know what I've also been doing? I've also been steaming my face, and I have no makeup on, by the way. I really don't have the best skin right now, but I've been steaming my face using like the kind of Vicks inhaler one would use when you're sick, but then just like laying my face on it. I also, okay, so like I've been a podcaster crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like I had 2 podcasts that I was a guest on come out this week. An episode of Please Advise, which is a really popular podcast where just like people are asked questions through a voice line and then answer them truthfully. So I did that with Malls. That's called Please Advise. And I did another one with Malls, Molly McAleer, and it's called Mother May I Sleep With podcast, and it's where you guys break down a Lifetime movie. So we watched this ridiculous movie with Ted McGinley called Fatherly Obsession, sometimes also called The Landlord, because they almost always give them 2 names, like 2 movie titles. So ridiculous. So those 2 came out this week, and then I recorded an episode of a podcast called Natch Butte with Jackie Johnson, which is a beauty podcast, and I went on with like every one of my products, and just for an hour, it took an hour. Just was like paraded them through. This is the digestive I take. Rainbow Light. I actually didn't say that, but that is true. That I'm taking that digestive enzymes right now. We can talk about that. This is bio oil. Like I went through it all. I was having some TMI. I don't know, but like a little issues with like bloating and stuff. So I've been trying to be really, really good about drinking more liquids. I'm about to do right now. Also, taking probiotics. I've been doing those Bio-K shots like every once in a while, which is like the one that's rice fermented blueberry. And I've been doing that. And then I've been taking digestive enzymes before meals. So I'm trying to get on top of that kind of stuff to see if it makes a difference. It's like probiotics and digestive enzymes. And your girl does hot water with lemon. Now here's the truth about that. This week I went back to coffee. Today I did hot water with lemon first, and then I did coffee. And oh my God, did I miss? Oh God, if you haven't tried Nespresso, and here's the thing, if you're a true espresso drinker, I get that you might just have a fancy espresso machine, but I went from like someone who like would make coffee in the morning, like through whatever, like a normal coffee maker to I don't think I ever got a Keurig, but if you've ever wondered about an espresso and you like a strong cup or lattes, Nespresso is so good. I mean, like one little Nespresso pod, and then my choice of the hazelnut or like an almond milk creamer is just to die for. No Easter egg hunt for me. I'm gonna go back and read, but you guys are here. Yay! Here's the thing for Easter, I don't have any siblings, but I have a bunch of cousins. They're all going to like an their mother's sister's house, and by the way, I have no pants on, so make sure that I keep everything. Hey. On Sunday, and I am just going to go to church with my dad, and then we're going to go to like a brunch, and then we're going to go see a play. It's just going to be like the way I celebrate Easter. So I'll be in a fun dress, and then hopefully he'll let me like take Instagram videos, which is my favorite thing to do. You guys, yes, I have no mods. Okay, so actually Blue has been a mod for a long time. It's just that I haven't seen her in so long. Oh my God, it's been so long. I miss you. I miss you. Yeah, like Blue's been like, you haven't been here in so long. Ah, girl. Thank God. If you have any constipation and you don't have to answer that, and the answer is yes, I did, obviously, yes. Try flaxseed meal, it would change your life. It changed my skin so perfectly. Okay. I will try that. I try and have like a smoothie from Earth Bar. It's called the Flax Master. It has flaxseed oil in it. But do you think there's a big difference between flaxseed oil and flaxseed meal? Danielle, there's like so many mods here. I feel like a little mod convention. It makes me really, really happy. Everyone thinks my skin's glowing. I mean, I think it's just because I just took a nap. I feel refreshed. This looks like a big mess back here. Because I did just take a nap, like head here. This is my gravity blanket. I don't mean to be like someone who just keeps telling you about all the things I have, like some sort of like materialistic person. I mean, I am a materialistic person. I mean, not really, but like I like my things. I mean, yeah, I like my comfort. Well, okay, I like my things and comfort. I don't have like Birkin bags, but I will tell you that if you are interested in a gravity blanket, I highly recommend them. We need an update about the Costco tool. Okay, we'll talk about that. Okay, well, I will talk about the new face. Okay. I just want to talk about this gravity blanket. If you are someone that deals with anxiety or insomnia, or just naturally high strung or wound high, or, maybe like feels like they can't let go of tension or has the fight or flight feeling all the time. If you're someone that can like, in any of those areas speak to you, I love a gravity blanket. It just feels like a very loving, warm, comforting person is laying on top of you, but also holding you, but also hugging you and just, I'm sorry, I'm hiccuping, laying back with you. I got this off Costco, and it's like one side is like little sensory bumps. It's made like that minky fabric. I mean, it's like 30 pounds. It's like more than it should be, and it's just so great. It was around $200 though. It was expensive. I had like an Amazon gift card. It made it be there. Oh my God, I'm on the freeway, almost home. Wah, girl, I love you. First of all, Wah updated her YouTube and her Instagram with her new pics, and look at that smiley, fresh face Wah. Look at that yellow background, fucking bright AF pic. Are you loving it? I love it. Okay, so I'm like, we're getting into everything. Yes, I had constipation issues. So I started having skin issues. Here's the thing. It's hormonal, okay? So I have to, I went to my dermatologist, she told me this, and I have to wait a little bit, and then I might go on spirulactone, which is like a pill that you take that kind of like regulates your hormones, but you cannot get pregnant during it. And I'm trying to get pregnant, but like I was telling you, you can't get pregnant during it. It's kind of like one of those Accutane things, except instead of having like an alien baby, you know what I'm talking about. If anyone has ever been on Accutane, you know what I'm talking about, which is an Accutane is a teen or like 20s acne drug. And when you get on it, you have to get on birth control if you're a girl, and they'll show you pictures of what your baby would look like. If you had a baby on Accutane, it's always like an alien head, and it's bananas. But I mean, it really does clear up acne. So this other drug is like a hormonal acne too. Can you believe how fast I can talk? I can't. Okay. So, That's gonna, and then like, so the other thing with this drug is that if I have a boy, like if I had like a baby boy, if I conceived one on this drug while taking it, like the baby boy would like just not have a peenie. This is a true thing. I was like, oh, Jesus. But I do want that soft skin. So, okay, so that's so because of my skin issues, I neglected not only my YouTube channel, but my new face routine because I found out that you don't have to use their conductor gel. You can just use aloe vera, which I'm just gonna buy aloe vera. But B, it's because like you don't want to put a big gloppy situation on when you're having like skin issues. At least it's hard for me. I'm trying to just like keep things as clean as possible and using like a light pore cleansing moisturizer to try and like remedy my problems. Well, you guys got a lot of information. Just a girl that's talking fast, talking even faster. I have to upload something to Vanity Fair still. I know that. But if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe to my other YouTube channel, Vanity Fair, which is where I'll do all my skincare, beauty, travel, lifestyle, and cooking stuff. And then the channel you're on now is going to be reserved for, my pop culture recaps and comedy videos and pop culture videos. Like, I know I've been neglecting, but have you guys watched my Britney Spears video? It's like 5 minutes or under, and I go in about what's happening with the Free Britney movement. Felix, do you ever wish that you could just grow a beard? I can. I'm Arab. Yeah, I can. Don't even worry about it. It's not a problem. I just laser it all off. I mean, I have a full beard, but kind of know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I definitely have facial hair. Chin hairs, yes. I got chin hairs. I've been having chin hairs so much that now some of them are white, like gray stock white. Chin hairs. Now we need to talk Adele. Yeah, okay, that's a great point, Jewel. I just found out Adele and her actual husband, who's also her baby daddy, and she's been very secret about the whole situation. They broke up, and she's always been secretive about it, but she just released a statement where she didn't even name his name. She's like, Adele and her partner broke up. And I think like everyone hears this news and feels bad for her, feels bad for him, but also is like, oh my God, what album is going to come from this? I mean, she can just keep naming her albums after the age she is when she writes them, or she can just call this one Divorce. Major milestones in my life. 19, divorce, I'm going to read what you guys are saying. It's so fun because I have no agenda to this, so I can. My skin used to be horrible on my face and neck, and it changed almost overnight. I'm like, why didn't someone tell me about this earlier? The flax meal? Okay, flaxseed meal. You just don't buy the flaxseed. It doesn't get processed in the body as well. Just 2 tablespoons a day. I put it on my cereal. It's tasteless and good texture. Not gross at all. I mean, yeah, I could just put it on my salad. I think I would enjoy it. I take Accutane for 6 months and still on it, and nothing. Oh my God, nada. Have you noticed any dryness at all? Nothing happened? Are you still using some topicals? Okay, answer me those. I didn't even have side effects at first, except days my pee was dark. Oh yeah, I could maybe dehydrate you. Now we need Adele. Ha ha ha. I love her so much. There's Long Live the King. I don't even know what that means. Who is Gino? Okay, thank you. My mods are like, no. What was I gonna say? Yeah, Adele is like, the Adele situation is like so crazy. Also, you know what also is crazy? The situation where, and I knew this was gonna happen, but like it's just now come down that Joe Giudice, Teresa Giudice's husband from Real Housewives of New Jersey, his plea to stay in the country after going to jail has been denied. So they're going to deport him back to Italy, okay, which is, he has never he's like lived there as a baby, but his whole life and his family, like parents are out here, and his children are out here, and his wife are out here, and they're like deporting him. Okay, so here's a little bit of tea. I read a lot about it because it's like, I love them so much. Okay. Supposedly, a Radar Online story said that his family is pissed at Teresa because Teresa decided not to go to like the appeals court, or like didn't like wasn't in trial, and they thought that she should have been there crying with all the kids lined up, with like all the little girls crying, like making passionate pleas that, like he has a life and a family here, but she didn't do that. And that they think that that like was real shady. And then there was a crazy blind item, like on Crazy Days and Nights, or my favorite blind item site, that said that was more that could have been done in his lawsuit, but she just decided she didn't want to spend the money. Do you think that she was just like, you know what? Here's my fucking chance. Because I'm old school Italian, and this asshole cheated on me, made me feel so dumb, and talked so shitty to me all these years. I'm the one that gets famous, saves his family. You just like do shady dealings, embarrass me, embarrass like my whole family. You get thrown in jail after cheating on me, and on the show having a conversation on the phone where you call me a bitch. Like, this all happened, if you know what I'm talking about, Real Housewives of New Jersey. I'm going to let you go back to Italy. And I'm not going. I make a lot of money now. I am like a best-selling cookbook author. I make G after G after G. I have these kids. You can go on. I really feel that way, like, I'm going to read back, but now you guys said just dry skin. I am so sorry, Nana. Truthfully, I hate fucking acne. I'm 31 and still with acne. I'm older than you. So I wonder about 21 Savage. Wow, I'm sure he'll be fine. She's going to divorce him, right? Oh, yeah. She's like, yes. She just doesn't know. Probably Teresa's like, fuck, I gotta divorce him. But like, she's afraid. She's so old school Italian, and they have like such rules back there, and like in the community, I think that she like doesn't want to be seen a certain way. And so she has to be really careful about looking like supportive and looking like, because her family has been friends with her family for so long. His family, her in-laws have been friends in the circle so much. So she really has to like time when she's going to pull all this. And they already know it's like happening. It is so yummy. Oh, wow. Did you treat her like shit and cheat on her? That's why she did it? Yeah. That sucks for him and sad to leave his family behind. I mean, it does fucking suck for him. It does fucking suck for him. However, karma is weird. I mean, if you saw what I'm talking about, just to make sure that you guys, I know that Wad didn't see this, but like there was an episode. She is the biggest star on that show. Okay. She made New Jersey. It was like her and Danielle Staub, and Danielle Staub like left for a long time. Now she's back, whatever. But like prostitution whore, that was her flipping goddamn tables. So yeah, like there was an episode where they all go to a winery, all the couples, and he leaves to take a phone call, and he's like, yeah, I'm here, yeah, with that bitch, my bitch wife or whatever. And meantime, the whole episode, she's trying to like jump his bones, and he's like, why do you want to do this here? So embarrassing for her. And then like they talked about it at the reunion, and she was like, yeah, he was like, I was just talking to a business associate, yeah, and I wasn't talking about her, or whatever. I mean, it was just, and she's like, it's fine that he caused me that, like, no, it's not, we're just like, she had to like be a ride or die as his wife, like that's, she like stood by like him while he went to jail and stuff like that. But like, cause that's what the cultures, I mean, that specifically old, old country cultures, like almost every, generation before is just like, yeah, you stick with your husband no matter what, and she really had a bad one to have to stick to. She does have plenty of support, although obviously I feel bad that her mom died. I mean, she really had to get back with Melissa and um, her brother. God, I know so much about this, and I haven't really watched this season. I'm like so surprised. I'm not even watching Beverly Hills right now. Are people watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? This is what I do know: that like Lisa Vanderpump and Kyle Richards got in a big ass fight because they all said that Lisa was selling stories to Radar Online. And now she's not going to even be in the rest of the season because she's refused to tape with them, and they're all just like living their lives. I love you guys so much for being here. Like for just no other reason than just like, let's just talk about what's happening. I really do love Wa's pictures. You guys, how fierce does she look? Real fierce. Oh, you know, I can do a little thumbs it up song because there's 32 people in the room and there's 18 thumbs up, which means there's more people here. If you haven't given this video a thumbs it up, I would lovingly invite you to do so. You might have to exit out of the chat and get to the actual video where you like to actually push the thumbs up. If you're watching on your mobile device, or if you're on the internet, I think you can just push the thumbs it up. What is that again, Chris? Oh, the thumbs it up, thumbs it up, thumbs it up. I said thumbs, 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 thumbs it up. Oh, okay. There she's back. I used to watch all the Housewives too, Cindy. I get, I'm just like not into it anymore. Just like it's boring. Sabrina, did you get to meet Monique's dog yet? No. I've also because we had a little Luca's first birthday, which is her like nephew's birthday, but it was at a different site than her house, and she was going to come back to my house. I still haven't been to her parents' house where she's like right now with the dogs, and so I have to go. Yeah, she's in Atlanta right now. If you follow her, she is doing a very fun project, which I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you guys, so I will tell you when I can. But I want to meet that dog. If you guys don't know, my cousin Monique got a brand new dog, and she called him Mr. Furley, and he's a goddamn puppy. He's a poodle puppy. Okay, so I have to catch up. I don't watch any of these shows. Just love watching your videos. Rickety Ren. Thank you. It was a very Britney thumbs it up. Aha! Free Britney. Sabrina, now that you say that, I will for sure like do a lot of Instagram videos, and I'm really upset at myself. And I keep talking to her about it. I'm like, if this was your child, I would just basically not have met your child for like 2 months. And she's like, you obviously want to come to my child. Like I get that. Like I have to be there, during the hospital. Do you watch Hulu? Yes. I watched that Handmaid's Tale, and I really liked The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, which is not on Hulu, it's on Amazon Prime. But I like, what a great show, But yeah, like Handmaid's Tale can get it. It's a weird thing to say. I realized I should have totally done have you seen The Act? Okay, no, I haven't, but I've seen Mommy, Dead, and Dearest. I'm 89% sure. Yeah, The Act is what you're talking about. The Act is the like staging fictionalized version of the documentary / story of Mommy, Dead, and Dearest, which was about, have you guys seen that? Gypsy Rose Blanchard, yes. Which is one of the most, like, the documentary is one of the most bananas things I've ever seen in my whole life. Basically this like Manchurian by proxy situation where like this crazy ass woman just used her daughter and told her daughter and everyone that she was like dying all the goddamn time for all these free things. And then her like daughter finds out and is like dating for the first time some dude on the DL because her mom is so controlling. And then they kill her. And she talks like, because, and the other thing that they lied about her age to her, like, and she was like only small or whatever, like just like frail, like a little like, so like she still talks like this. Like I think like now that she's been in prison, like her womanly voice has like come down a little bit, but it's like the craziest thing. Oh my God, it's the craziest story. Gypsy's getting married. Yes, she is. She found Gypsy, which that's a great, I forgot to say this, but I posted about this. Gypsy's getting married. She's in lockup. So the best situation for my life would be one Love After Lockup spinoff that has no other couples but that one, but deep dive, and I need to know everything about it. I need everything involved. And oh my God, who is this guy? Who are his friends? Could you imagine like seeing when she comes out? Love After Lockup Gypsy. Yes. I mean, that would be like, here's the thing. She's going to have no money afterward. I mean, I don't think that we should, I feel bad because half of me is like, do I want to exploit this person? But this person is going to have no money. And like, it's really hard to get a job as a felon. And I need to know what the fuck that person's life is like and how they live. Have you posted on your new channel yet? No, but I want to. I'm going to. Mickey's here. She still like talks like that in the Dr. Phil interview. I think, yeah, she still talks really, really high. I'm like all over the place. I'm like reading things back and forth. But I do feel like Missy Peters, what did you say? Can't wait till Handmaid's Tale. I can't watch Handmaid's Tale when she had the chance to get away. She stayed last season. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But you know, the narrative needs to go move on. I do want to post on my channel. I'm going to post weight loss videos, or my story about weight loss, I should say, on that. And then something else I'll tell you guys, because you guys are here and I love you so much. I will do like vlogs and talk about this too. I'm in the process of freezing my eggs. So I have to dye the eggs that I have back here for Easter. And then later on, in a couple weeks, I'm going to freeze some of the ones I have in here. Not all of them. Don't worry. She has a lot too. But I'm going to freeze some, insure them, put them on some ice, put them away. And I'm very thankful that I have I'm empowered enough in my time frame, and I have the financial support to do so, and just garner myself a couple extra fresh eggies, you know, so that I can like live my life, and what are supposed to happen, but I have some backups. You do have to give yourself shots. I'm not looking forward to the shots part, but I'm looking forward to the moment we're done. G's tag is spoilers. Oh, I see. About Handmaid's Tale. Oh, I see. Yeah. So Danielle is on What's Now, getting made over by her daughter. Danielle Staub? Danielle Staub, oh my God, what a one. Read the book 3 Wishes. Okay, how long is that process? Yeah, I read already. How, why not? Good for you, Chris. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I'm excited. I was excited. I do feel empowered, and I feel the need to tell other women about it, that I'm doing it. And either way, just so people are informed. I think that it's like a weird choice to make, and it feels like, you know, what is happening, and it is a process, but you know, I feel the utter need to express my truth at all given times. It's like a default tick I have, where I just want to like talk about literally like every part of my shameful secretive soul. No, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I just like have that need, but also like, I think that it facilitates conversation. And I'll be honest, until I started this procedure, I had no knowledge about my fertility, which is great and fine. But like whether anything, like I just didn't know. Like I knew that like from gyno visits that like everything was there, you know, but like I didn't know how many like follicles or whatever. I had not taken blood tests, you know, to say like what my FSH levels. These are all things I had no idea. Like I have never been pregnant. I've tried really hard not to be, you know, every moment of my past. So that worked, you know, and so it isn't like for some reason I just kept getting pregnant and I just didn't know what was going to happen. So yeah, okay. So one other thing about eggs are, of course, there's all these things you can check. It's your age, it's how many you have, it's how many follicles, like how many are, what they look like, if you have like, you know, like the look of your ovaries or whatever. They can take out whatever, how many eggs, and then pick out the ones they think look good or mature. But you actually don't know if they're like really good eggs unless you just put them with sperm. It's just like, okay, so since I don't have sperm right now that I'm just like choosing to be the ones, those swimmers I'm picking, I can't do that. So I'm just going to freeze as many good ones as possible and just like hope for the best that like percentage wise 2 or 3 of those could be used down the line for baby making. I'm so happy you guys are responding well to this. Not that you wouldn't be, because you're awesome people, but like, you know, think both of my sons are fertility babies. Proud of you, Chris. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. If you live in Michigan, it's 10:41. I'm glad. I guess I started at 7. Some people voted 9. Even the problem is with the guy, there's still increased women's fertility. That seems whacked. We talk about the expense as well as about the expense as well while you're blogging? I can. Did you mean experience or expense? This is so funny. I just got some of the bill paperwork. When my friend got it done, she was like, "It's 8,000." When someone at the office of my doctor tried to give me a ballpark, they said 12 to 15 was, which was, like, oh, what? So it's really expensive. It is really expensive. Okay, now how many do they implant? My friend was okay. So I'm not having any implant. I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, that's down the line. I'm not getting pregnant right now. I'm not putting not putting fertilized eggs into me. I'm just taking some just normal eggs, waiting to be cooked, not broken yet. I mean, not hatched, just whatever, just eggs from my ovaries out and put them on ice. So the implantation process is different and more money. Isn't that great? Great. It's worth it. I have 2 6 sons who I'm proud of. Yeah, that's the goal. Candy, the goal is, here's what it is. I am dating no one. No one. Not even a one. And when I've been dating, like this past couple of years, they've all been horrible. I really got to focus. It's not okay. I'm not going to say the guys are horrible. They're not. They're just not for me. They're actually totally normal people for themselves. I don't know, like, if I feel like a little traditional and old school living in LA. Like, and I don't even feel like that in real life, but I feel like I have to say that because LA, and like maybe other major metropolitan cities are so like loosey goosey in certain things. But like, I really crave like strong, smart, cultured, secure men, and either in the industry I work in, it's just hard to find them. Oh, and not lazy. I would say also not lazy guys, but guys, the ones that I tend to be around are just lazy. Like I would consider them weak and lazy for me, in the sense of like, I can't make a plan with you or not. I can just text you later. It's just like that kind of like, I just hate that like laissez-faire attitude. Like, it doesn't make me feel special or wanted. It doesn't make me feel like there's chemistry. It makes me feel like a wet noodle. And I'm not attracted. It's not an attractive quality. And I just feel like this is not my time to be like on Hinge. However, I am putting myself out there in real life situations to date. Like, I can testify that I've just been going to events by myself. Just, hi, it's me. I'll just go to like events, galas by myself, meetings, whatever it is. Like, I'm involved in a bunch of like different organizations, and I'll just like show up at parties and like literally force myself to talk to people, just like joining conversations. It's usually really easy to join a conversation. It's mostly like commenting on women genuinely, or just like, hi, I'm Chris Farah. Nice to meet you. Who do you know here? Oh my God, I don't know what, or whatever. I try to be funny because you can imagine I'm funny. Did you try bars? I should go. I think that I would be better at like a happy hour situation or an after work type situation. I tend to get like, and bars are so loud, and if there's too many people around, I get self-conscious, like, because LA is full of like models. And so you'll just be like, he was not looking at me. So I thought he was. He wasn't. He was actually himself. There's a mirror across the way. Didn't know. Like, it's weird. I had a stupid guy, but got pregnant quick. I have to go back and read what you're saying, Mickey. Yeah, it's impossible to plan your life. Dating in cities is lit, though. I see what you're saying, Open Bob. I think that I have to go to new places. Like, I'm trying to diversify my places. Yay, Nap is here. Good, girl. Made it. Well, we've been talking for 34 minutes about who knows what. The best Brazil episode was with the bride that made her own kid-style Princess Castle cake, served dirty candy to guests, and she battered, bullied her mom, and bra showed through. Breeze, I mean, I have to get back to it, I guess, but, like, I've been watching these episodes, and they just been so, like, oh, just bad, you're just gonna be a horrible person. And maybe because I am single, I'm just like, and someone's gonna marry you. Everyone gets to get married. Ooh, Brie, espresso is delicious. That's a callback to an earlier part of the convo, but isn't it? You need a country guy. I mean, I'd take one, or like an East Coast guy would take that too. Way better than Keurig as they change the intensity of each pot. You're right. I'm single too, but how about Tinder? So I was on Hinge, which is like Tinder, but Tinder is just sometimes has, even though I know people who've met on Tinder like their husbands, Tinder has this like full on makeout or full on hookup culture, right? Like people like just will post like a picture of their abdomen and like not fill out anything. At least Hinge, like you have to fill out things. So I was on Hinge, but like, I don't know, like, it feels so lazy, like, like, and it's a weird situation where it's like either guys are immediately like, make it that number or whatever. And like, I'm like, okay, can you just talk a little? I don't know. I also like to FaceTime guys before I meet them at the bar so I know what they look like because not that I know that, A, I know what they look like, so I'm into it. And also B, so I'm not like walking into a bar like, because it could be any one of these people because one of their pictures had a hat on, like, I'd like to know. Do your parents want you to marry an Arab, Middle Eastern dude? I just got my mom's blessing to marry a white dude. No, my parents would be happy if I got married to like any stable, financially secure man. I think they'd be more into. I think my especially my dad would be like, he has a fucking job, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, of course, having said that, yeah, so they're open to any person of skin color and or faith, of me marrying. I'm probably not going to marry anyone of an extreme faith because I'm not extremely religious. So, but my dad would care more about having like a job and like the ability to like provide. Yeah. Wow. All true facts. She knows. So many people marry just for convenience, but that is really hard if you are genuine and are a person who follows your heart. Yeah. I don't want to marry for convenience. Look, I might, and this is a viable option. If in like 7 to 10 years, I have not met someone, but my career is just doing all the things it needs to be doing for me, then I will like consider having a child myself. I really want a kid. I will not settle with a dude. Like cause I know myself too, like I'm very ambitious. I need to find someone that can match me or I'll just like resent that person the whole time. I've already been in that relationship and I did. And it's not fair to him. I don't want to just sit there like hating on someone or judging someone or resenting someone because they don't show the same initiative or drive that I do. Or I feel like they're, it's just, you just gotta like find your equal in some ways, as well as like someone who compliments you and like you guys work together for stuff, That's how I feel. No one wants conversation anymore. It's so important though. It's so important to like have real, authentic conversations. And in trying to do so, you really can tell whether that person is for you. I met the last dude I met like 4 weeks ago. Okay. He was Arab and I met him at an event that I had just walked into. And, he was so nice to me. And when I met him, he was like being like flirtily aggressive, like being in mixed company was like made a joke about us having the same last name soon or something, but like it wasn't awkward. It was like funny. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And he lives in Orange County and I did a comedy show of all Arab girls in Orange County. While I was at that event, I was told him about it. And then I was like, you have to go or whatever. And then later on, I was like, oh, I really hope he texts me before this event so I can try and hang out with him before because I think it's dumb. And I don't know why I made the choice that he should come see my performance before. Now, here's the thing. Looking back, it's like whatever happens is going to happen. He ended up not texting me to like hang out, but right before the performance was like, oh, I'm coming. So he came to my comedy show. Okay. This is like 2 weeks ago. And that was weird only because I couldn't sit with him. I'm sitting with the comics. I'm just like watching him, and he's like, they're picking on him in the show because he's like rather handsome. And afterward, I could tell something was a little weird, but I made him like get one drink with me after the performance, like at a different venue. And then the conversation was so different than what it was. It was like this kind of like mansplaining lecture me about life conversation, like something your dad would have with you, but you have to like sit through it. You're like, I know, whatever. But like, and it was so unromantic. And I was just like, this is a nightmare. So that was my last situation. And I don't know, was there a point of me telling you that? I guess, I tried to have an authentic conversation, like a back and forth, where I could tell someone was like genuinely interested in asking me questions, and he was just waxing poetic about life, like almost like vocal masturbation. Where I'm just like, to watch you do this. You guys know what I'm talking about. I watched many documentaries about women who get donors for babies. It's not uncommon anymore these days. Yeah, yeah. We're talking about Dee Williams because all I see is I feel bad for her. Kevin messed her up. Dee Williams, that situation is so fucked up. So fucked up. After what she's done with him, for him, which is everything, for him to like just, and she's like going through it like this. She needs to use that money, honey, and go take her ass to like a beautiful rehab, like situation where she gets under like really great, pristine, super like supervised like doctor visits, or like, what's the word they have? Like, when you have like an advocate that's with you all the time. She needs like a sober companion. That's what I mean, like a sober coach. And just like take the sober coach and some psychiatric meds through this process, get rid of him, and just like, we want to see you come out from this like a phoenix. I mean, I'm glad that she has to be really open about this though, because her whole job is talking about other people's like problems in life. That's the most positive experience with an Arab I've ever had. I mean, Arab men, the good things about Arab men are that when they like you and in courtship of you, I feel like protected by them, and like my sense of like, I like some of the old school stuff. Like I like it when like they walk on the side of the street where the cars are and stuff. Is that dumb? Like I like that like safe, I've got you, like my like masculine energy is going to protect you kind of thing. I know that's really old school. I know it feels like maybe like even like old fashioned, or like I'm into gender or whatever, but I think that I am. I personally enjoy gender. For me, like I love being a female, like, and my personal goal, like what I wish for everyone is for them to be exactly what they want to be and who they want to be with, but like I kind of like my gender, and so I don't mind calling myself a female, and I want like a man that's like masculine, just that's what works in this part of the world. I like that too, but it is nice because I have a pretty strong presentation. I want to feel like a woman. Exactly. That's exactly it, Mickey. I'm very strong. And this is like not even like, when I'm like doing comedy, I'm like brash, and like I'm like up on that stage, and I'm like taking no prisoners. And so like I feel like I display a lot of like my masculine side a lot in life, like it takes a lot of like crazy strength to just like keep doing some art form and like put yourself out there just for like rejection after rejection. I've been doing this for a long time. So I am very strong, and so maybe like, how you guys like, how I wouldn't say I'm like particularly submissive in the bedroom, but like, how like they always say like really strong, like boardroom types, or like lawyers that like kill in the whatever trial room, like when they want sexually, they like to be dominated by like a dominatrix. Like sometimes you need like the complementing strength so that you can like, I don't know. So I feel like I am really strong in like and I take care of myself in an independent and masculine way throughout life. And so I think that in a romantic relationship, I like to like just like sit back and be like, you make some decisions. Sure, I'll cook. Can you hire a maid? Just like not every day, but like once a week. Like that's like my ideal situation. Um, but should I also like, I want to talk about Monica. You're like, I like a masculine man. Sometimes I wonder in this day and age if it's like bad to say that. Like, if I should just be like, because then you're putting a qualifier on like someone like, I think it's the same as like saying what you're attracted to and whether that's like discriminatory or not. See, it's very confusing. I definitely like, I literally, my hopes and dreams are for everyone to be happy in their lives. And like, I would say, like, I don't feel like my thoughts and my feelings and my values like should like be like I don't feel like religion should have a part in politics. That there should be a separation of church and state. I just want people to live their lives happily and like be consenting adults and do what they want to do for themselves and their loved ones and their families. And then, but I'm still like a cisgender girl, heterosexual woman from like a culture that like shows me like the beautiful strengths of each like gender, and like there are some like old school values, but there's also like some great values that like I really love, like family, like I feel like Teresa Giudice. You do stand-up comedy? Yes. Christine, where have you been? Where have you been? Yeah, I do stand-up comedy. I do it a lot in LA here. And I do it sometimes in other places. But if you follow me on Instagram at Chris Alfera, I always post. And I'm getting better at posting it on my website too. But there's like videos you can watch and stuff like that. I really enjoy doing stand-up because it like almost requires no prep. I mean, yes, you prep and write more jokes, but like as opposed to like doing a play or doing an audition where you have to like, what are the lines? I'm old school. I like what I like. Yeah, I am too. It's a preference. Some like big boobs. Oh, there it is. Yeah, some prefer big boobs, big booty, or full beard. LOL. Yeah. Like for instance, a guy has to know that if you want to be with me, you gotta like boobs. You gotta like boobs. Boobs are in for you. And she got hips. However, and I mean this, if all you want to do at the end of the day is just be between the two bubbliest cheeks of a bubble butt, if that's like how you want to, nuzzle your way into nighttime hood, I'm not your girl. Like I got front boobs. I mean, I'm sorry, I got front butt. My butt is there. Like I obviously have one, but it's like from what we know in this day and age, I just don't have like the curvaceous backside of a Kardashian, Ian. They are stronger. They should be taking up the garbage. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, taking out the garbage, like that kind of stuff. It's just like, yeah, like that. Yeah, it's just like there's a respect for my divine femininity and womanhood that I feel deep down in my vagina when that happens, and it's a good feeling. It is hard to find someone stronger than me, and sometimes I wonder if I've intimidated men over the years. Like if I'm an intimidating person. And I've had like older ladies will tell you everything, honey, that's wrong with you, things you didn't even know. Talk about older ladies. We're talking about what we were talking about earlier about freezing your eggs. If you ever want to be scared fucking shitless, ask older ladies whether you should freeze your eggs. Okay, that's one thing that happened to me. But I had this woman at this convention once just be like, and she's, God bless, up in years, and she's just like, you need to be more demure. And then she like did this thing, she kind of like blinked and looked at me like that, like she was showing me how. So I'm gonna try it. Like, what do you guys think? Like if I was across the way, do I look like so simple and so like in need of like a strong white knight or Arab knight or black knight or Hispanic knight or Asian knight? Maybe might mix with some Italian. I think you look like you're lost. I don't know. So funny though. Wa's not talking enough about. I feel like she would. This is like Wa's like she's not home to like give her opinion. Oh, Luca's here! Yay! This is like Wa's territory. If you're talking about getting guys, be yourself. I mean, that's what that's what I've been doing. You know, I'll tell you right now, it's like not worked, but I keep doing it. You know, I keep trying. She's oh, but Bob, very feminine and approachable. See, so okay. So when I was doing that, that looked feminine and approachable. Okay. I think I gotta like do my version of demure because that like feels very like I've never seen the world before. You know, but like I have to just be like warm, radiating warmth and approachability. I invited my friend Michelle to come over and dye eggs tonight, and then she just like texted me, "Who you dyeing eggs with?" No one, bitch. Oh, has everyone downloaded Lizzo's album? My friend Mikey, who you might remember, just sent me the song Soulmate, which is so fucking sweet. Go for Lizzo. Lizzo's like the top 2 album in the country right behind Beyonce's live album. I'm on the road too. Oh, you guys, be careful. Yeah, I love you guys so much. I think you have to play the game a bit. If you think they are looking good or are funny or whatever, don't keep it to yourself. Well, is that not playing the game? Wait, I can't tell him I like him right away, right? You should play the game. I'm on the road to being a super single. Oh, I've been on that road. Life is a highway. I'm gonna ride it. Made me think of that song all night long. That's like my preferred driving down the road to super singledom song. If you're going my way. Anyway, which new episode is probably on my DVR now, you know. You know when you just like think you can talk about something without making nary a note, and then you start talking and you realize like, why did I do that to myself? There's like so much going on. I have like my mind is racing through like 5 different shows and like all the news stories, and I was just like, well, I short circuited. Okay. That is playing the game a bit. I have to think how to do it. I'm with a guy who I don't usually limit, and he picked up. No straight line there. I try and like give signals that I'm into someone. Like I'll touch them. I'll just like raise that arm and be like, "That's so right. That's so true," or something like that. Nothing on that finger yet, honey. What else is happening? Not really anything else. I'm just gonna dye eggs. So I have to plug in my thing. Okay, there. She's gonna dye eggs, honey. She's gonna like clean the DVR by watching bullshit. Oh, and I probably should, I don't know, edit that Bridezilla video from last week. I just don't like that show. Playing with her hair, smiling, looking at them. Okay. Playing with my hair, smiling, and looking at them. I feel like I'm waiting them to ask me questions. Because a lot of time in conversations with the dudes, I'm just the one always asking the questions. Have you lived in LA your whole life? And then they'll answer. And I'll be like, do you have fun weekend plans? You'd be surprised how often you like talk to someone or ask them a question and they don't like if it's one of those questions that can easily have like a "and you" or "how about you," they won't. Try online dating. Honey, I have. It's the worst. I mean, yeah, I think that I'd rather just meet someone in real life. So, like, whether Open Bob is right, I have to go to like more bars or different bars or happy hours and places. I have to force myself out because, of course, I'm like not that big of a drinker either, right? Which is not. I mean, like, you don't have, like, but it just feels like if you like drinking, bars are for you. So that's why I honestly tried to like do other like cultural things to like get myself out into situations that isn't just like bars because I hate drinking. Okay, it's not true. I don't hate drinking. It's just that it's like not for me right now. I feel bloated, like I feel like I'm gained like 5 pounds and I feel like it's all water weight. So there's never a time in which I'm like, you know what I really want to do right now? Drink 200 calories of something that's not going to taste good and spend $14. But I will. I'm not like a cheap person. It's like that's like what that's like what a drink is at a bar. It's like, here, have this 300 calorie $14 thing you don't want. Okay. Just to like be at the place that you have to be to meet someone. I just wish there has to be more like single movie night where you go see a movie and then you guys talk afterward. And then you can like leave the movie like looking at like who else came. Like those exist. I like looking on meetup.coms, but like I want like a better like tailored version of that. I feel like there's such a market for single businesses, like single social events that people can be doing, and I think that everyone wants a curated invite, like they don't want just everyone going. Cause like I've also done speed dating, by the way. And that was crazy because I made the mistake and it was a mistake of buying a Groupon towards that. And then like the people that were there were just, no one lived around me. Everyone was like bussed in from other parts of Southern California. I don't know how that happened. And yeah, it was just horrible. Curated sounds a little snobby of me, but I mean, like, maybe just like specialized events for people that like have certain interests and like you can just really like, you know, like for instance, I don't like bowling that much, but maybe there's a whole group of guys that would love a bunch of girls that be into that. And then like, so if that's your thing, that's your social event. If your thing is like, I don't know, going to a culture talk of a museum exhibit. Maybe like some sort of beautiful sit down dinner. I love food. Um, a lot of people are meeting their soulmate online, like me. I know. I know. You know what? I hang through this period where I will like dip my toe in, go back to online dating, and then like right now I think I got over it though because I just was like it was like a hassle to open up an app and like have boring. I just feel always bored by it. I've never ever been excited about a profile. Never. I've never been like, oh my God, he's really good looking and lives right by me and has a job. Oh my God, he's writing back to me. Oh my God, what he's writing is really, really cute and smart and funny. Like that's just never happened. It's just like, I hope one of these pictures you look more like this one than all the other one. Oh, this makes me look so bad. I think truthfully though, it's just like I don't actually have like, okay, this is my thing. I have base qualities of attractiveness, but the truth is it's so much more about like the way they're interacting with me and their energy and their eye contact and like what they're giving me. More so than how they look. Always. I have like liked the spectrum of men. And it's always when I like someone, it's been because of like the energy and connection of something like an eye, like the way that he looked at like an eye contact situation, or suddenly like having like a conversation where like you start finishing each other's sentences, or you've had a similar experience, or your point of view about something just clicks in the right way, like where it's just like, oh, fuck you are it. Can you hear this? My neighbors just like screaming about their plans. Can you join a private club like Meghan Markle was in Toronto? Okay, now I'm gonna do a bunch of research. Like, is it a private social club? Is that what she did? Or you mean like a private matchmaking club? Okay, I will do that research and find out. There is a private club, and there's a lot of private, like, industry private clubs, like, in LA, like Soho House, which I can't join. I'm, like, not a billionaire. But there's this other one that was kind of interesting, that the Age Club that just opened. I mean, I don't know. I have to look up and see if Meghan Markle was in, like, a matchmaking club. Sorry, my friend just keeps texting me about these goddamn eggs. Not the ones I'm freezing, but the ones I'm dying. She's like, oh, I can do it tomorrow. I wish I have plans. Anyway, I've been on for an hour. An hour. I know. Welcome to that WeHo life, y'all. My neighbors are loud, you know. And by the way, it's like so funny because it's like, that was so loud, it sounded like I had like windows open. No, I didn't. It's just like how, you know, thin my walls are. Wow. A fun hour. You guys, do you know how much I love Wah? She was like the fucking best. I wish to God that YouTube had the same feature that Instagram does, where like I can like have someone join the live. Cause like I know what I was talking about with like stuff like Wah would be like, so I love Club Med. You go, they sit with a table of 8, you eat and talk. Yeah. I don't know, maybe an adults only resort that has like some sort of sex resort. Nothing against that. Yeah, it'd be fun to do a double live where Wall just joins in and talks about things. That happens on Instagram and not YouTube. All right, y'all. This has been a riveting hour of life talks. But you know what? Honestly, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but I'll just start and we'll just see like how long I go. And then I feel like, oh yeah, I had stuff to talk about the whole time. Soho House in Toronto. I need like a series, like a TV series, like how Meghan Markle was on, to afford the membership for that. It's so expensive. I like the double live. I wish to God we could do it. We'd be doing it. Oh my God, we'd be doing it all the time. I feel like. And she'd make me do it, which is better because Wall's like so much more motivated at YouTube than I. And look at those pictures again. She shows like a flawless queen. We love each other. I love Wall so much, but I also love you guys so much. Literally, everyone in this room has already been here before. We've talked before. There's no anyone I don't recognize. You know, you guys are all awesome. I really appreciate you. I'm going to do Vanity Fair stuff, and I'm going to upload. I promise you. I know I have to do it. I'm so happy that you guys are like interested in this egg freezing thing. I will do some videos about that. I ended up vlogging a little bit while I was there, but I was like nervous that the doctor would come in, so I'm like, hi, I'm here. This is what this looks like. They just keep showing me like I keep having ultrasounds. They just keep like putting something up there, and then like showing me my ovaries. And at first, it'll just like globs on a screen. He'll be like, look at this ovary, and look at this. All these little black circles are follicles. I'm like, what black circles? Just the rest of the screen. I don't even understand what you're talking about, you know? But I have a really great doctor. I think he's awesome. I feel really comfortable that he'll answer all my questions, which is important. All right, I'm going to end this. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. Leave me comments if you guys watch this later about what videos you'd like of me to do. And I really appreciate you, truly. So take care of yourselves and each other. Stand up for what you believe and make art. Thanks for all your advice. I missed you. Bye, boos.